Aloha folks, Aaron with Hawaii Music School here, and today I wanted to just show you guys a quick little mini lesson, if you will, and it's in response to a comment that I got on one of the YouTube videos. I had somebody ask if I could teach the banjo roll, and so I figured I'd throw that in because it'd be such a short video if I just taught the banjo roll, that I'd also do a picking technique video. It's going to kind of incorporate both of those things, the picking and the banjo roll thing. So let's get started and see how. All right, so the thing about the banjo roll is it's not a real banjo roll, because in banjo we actually use what a lot of people call the frailing technique. Some people call it the boom chuck, the bum diggity. They call it all these different names, but they're using the back of their nail as they're doing this. Now in modern banjo, these guys have used finger picks, and they pick in this manner, and so they do like a triplet in that way. But what we're doing here is like a mock banjo roll. It was popularized by Troy Fernandez of the Ka'au Crater Boys, even though Kelly Boy Dinimo was actually doing this for a very, very long time. He just never did it the way Troy did with the long scale run going that way. But he did do it nonetheless. And what it is it's simply a triplet with a pull-off and using these two strings. So let's take a scale, for example. So let's go with, if I'm playing in the key of C. So I'm going to use C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. So if you don't know that, whole, half, whole, half. And all that is a whole step is 2 frets, and a half step is one fret. So from C to D is a whole step, D to E is a whole step, E to F is a half step, so whole, half, and so forth. Whole, half, whole, half, right? And because G is in the C scale, I'm able to use that as a pull-off. So if I'm starting here on C, I can pull it off and then hit the top string. So 1, 2, 3. Go to B, A, G, F, E, D, C. So I can do that kind of thing, right? Okay, so my hand is here, and as I pull off, if I'm here on that 15th fret, which is that C note, I'm picking, pulling off. So pick, pull, and that's going to be 2. 1, 2, and then I catch the top string for my triplet. 1, 2, 3, and so forth. But we can just kind of do this between these two notes just to kind of get used to it. Go down to 3. And the further down the neck you go, the easier it is. So if we're here, right? So if I'm doing it from here, much easier to control because it's not that high frequency that's making that weird noise. All right, so that's the banjo roll technique that the question was about. So if you can follow that, great. It's super easy. It takes practice though, using these two fingers. A lot of times you'll notice that I'll use this finger, my second finger, instead of my first finger when I'm doing this roll, because I'm sometimes holding a different string too, you know, that sort of thing. So it depends on the situation. You really want to make it so that when you're doing this technique, you're kind of getting the timing of this immediately happening right after. You don't like, right, we want kind of like dribbling a basketball. You're just trying to get it, or using a speed bag. It's the same thing. You're just trying to get the timing just right to make it sound like that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You get that triplet feel out of it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to look at is going to be picking technique. So as you saw with the banjo roll thing, I'm using fingers 1 and my thumb, right? So I'm doing this, and a lot of people play that way. A lot of people will, when they're picking, personally can't play that way really good. So what I do is, with my picking technique, I kind of put a finger on each string. And so that's my thumb on the top, my first finger on the third string, my second finger on the second string, and my third finger on the first string. And so when I do this, I've developed this thing over the years where I've just kind of had my hand fall this way naturally. And so I see a lot of people play and their hand is out like this. And I think that looks really cool. And I just can't do that. My hand doesn't fit like that. I've always kind of had it here in this closed position. And I think it's just something that I've developed over the years of, probably doing it wrong. But it's something that I've grown proficient at. And again, that goes back to show you anything that you're comfortable with. If you do it enough, you can become proficient, and it doesn't necessarily have to be considered classically correct, but you get your hands there. So as far as what I do is, if I'm playing a scale, I'll use the finger that's on that string. So I'm playing C and D, I'm probably going to use this. Now, instead of going like that, sometimes I'll throw my thumb there. So I'll go C, D, like that, And then I come here, now I'm using these two fingers, right? So, and sometimes I'll throw my thumb in there too, so I'll go, right? And then down to the bottom string, same thing. I use the same three fingers. Or sometimes I just use it like that. Or even these two fingers. Just depends on where it ends up. But if you're using that two-finger technique, a good practice is to do this. Just like that. So I'm playing C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And I'm just going alternating with my thumb and my first finger. And then next thing you want to do is practice with these two fingers. So you're going to go. Okay? And just kind of try those two ways at first, and then we'll see, how that goes. Apologize for the background noise. I have a lot of dogs here, and my fan is running because it's too hot right now to not run the fan. And again, the lighting's not the best. But this is one of those quick, on-the-fly kind of videos. So if you want to see more videos like this, you can check out my website, hawaiimusicschool.com. We have a 2-week free trial membership going on right now. And you can see a lot of videos kind of dealing with this sort of subject matter on there. And like I said, it's free. So 2 weeks for free. Sign up now and check it out. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. And remember to check out my YouTube page, Hawaii Music School, all one word. And if you can, subscribe if you haven't yet. I think I'm like 2 subscribers away from 200 right now. So I really appreciate it if you guys go ahead and subscribe and share the YouTube channel with all your friends. So mahalo and aloha.